Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Warpath. I'm the natural hat trick, Matt Sanchez, and with me, as always, is my brother from the very same mother, David 23 Sanchez. And Dave, what do we got lined up for him tonight?
Oh, we got just an extreme match. That's the only way I could describe it, Matty. We've got an extreme match. Boyce LeGrande, the bad boy, the NorCal Hall of Famer, Boyce LeGrande is going up against Patrick Fitzpatrick. It's a battle of the baldies. It's a battle of some brawny dudes. I am very excited to see what they have in store for each other tonight, Matt.
Absolutely. Like you said, this is going to also be Boyce LeGrande's first defense of the Extreme title since knocking off the resident cutie, Guapo Lupe. So we're set to see if Boyce is going to be able to be more than a one-hit wonder this week, as he's set to defend that title. And I mean, personally, I know you feel the same way about Pat. I'd really love to see Pat home take some gold, because it's been a long time since we've seen Pat hold gold here at SPW. He is a former Extreme champion, and I know you respect and you admire Boyce LeGrande for everything that he's done, and me too, slight tactics aside, but I think Pat's been working really hard. I think he deserves to possibly have some gold around his waist, Dave.
You know, I don't disagree with you. I think Pat is one of the hardest working wrestlers in SPW. I mean, his track record as of late goes to show that and improves that point 100%. But Boyce has the momentum of just beating one of the most dominant Extreme champions that SPW's ever seen in the resident cutie Guapo Lupe. So he's on a really big high right now, and it's going to take a lot to take him down, I think. I mean, no disrespect to Patrick Fitzpower, and I'm one of the first people to call him that, Patrick Fitzpower. I mean that every single time that I say it. He's an amazing wrestler. But I don't know. I think Boyce is going to come out on top on this one, and I think it's going to be a hell of a match either way, and I think both these guys are going to be crawling out of the ring.
Well, I think you nailed it on the head. Pat is one of the hardest working wrestlers behind the scenes and in front of the screens. But now, let's head backstage to one of the hardest working men with a microphone in his hand. Eddie Mayhem got a chance to catch up with Patrick Fitzpower. Let's see what he had to say.
All right, I'm here with Patrick Fitzpatrick, the king of Crash. And like all the guys on commentary, we're always talking about how much this guy's on a roll. He's always killing it. And now the big thing about that is you're finally getting a title shot. Finally a good wrestler compared to these other guys that I don't know if they deserve it quite much, but you, on the other hand, I believe do. Now you're going for the Extreme title. You got Boyce, OG. What are you thinking about all this?
I want you to do me a favor real quick. I want you to feel this. Feel this right here? You know what that is? I say that's champion material right there.
That was a good one.
But you know what? The SPW fans may not agree because they haven't seen me with a championship in over 6 years. But that changes tonight. You understand me? I already own a pinfall victory over Boyce LeGrande earlier this year. And tonight, history is going to repeat itself. History is going to repeat itself again when I become a two-time SPW Extreme champion.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Patrick Fitzpatrick, feeling confident, Dave. You hear it first. 6 years since he's had a belt, but wants to become a two-time SPW Extreme champion, Dave. I think he's got a shot at this.
He might. I mean, only time will tell. I'm not gonna lie. I like the confidence in the line of, what is this, championship material? That was good. That had me rolling a little bit. I don't know if I liked how Mr. Mayhem phrased the question, but that's the difference of opinion between he and I, and we'll handle that off camera.
Well, it's time. We need to get down to the ring right now, and let's go check out this championship match.
All right, let's keep this show rolling with a title match.
Gutsy Gillespie with the entrances here.
We're getting that started right now.
And here comes Patrick Fitzpower himself. Patrick Fitzpatrick sauntering his way to the ring, as confident as ever, Dave.
He's looking good. He's looking ready for a match, looking ready for just a straight-up crazy fight, which seeing what Boyce did to Guapo, I think that's what we can expect here.
I gotta let you know what, he's had this shirt now for a couple of months. That may be one of my favorite renditions that he's done. The Patrick Fitzpatrick, Gotta Slam 'Em All. It is such a good shirt. Make sure you pick up one of his shirts if you're on site with us this coming week, as this weekend is going to be Hand of the King.
Yep, bring some extra cash, buy some merch, support local wrestling, you guys. It not only does it just show the passion that the SPW universe has for these wrestlers, but it also helps keep them going in their craft. So, if you like what you do, if you like what you see, make sure you support them if you can.
Absolutely. And now, waiting to hear from our reigning Extreme Champion as he's getting set to make his way to the ring. And there it is. You hear that bass line, you already know who it is.
Some of the best walkout music in all of SPW, Matty.
Boyce LeGrande armed with 2 kendo sticks, and he's looking to make this extreme early.
Yes, he is. He's got one for him, one for his opponent, it looks like. I don't know if he's planning on dual wielding those kendo sticks, but we'll see what happens here. I'm liking that jersey, too.
Bad boy Boyce LeGrande, 25-year veteran of professional wrestling, fighting out of Vallejo, California. Like we mentioned earlier, a NorCal Hall of Famer, and he is ready to go. Thank you for that subscription, Practical Rook.
SPW Universe showing this man no respect. This is just ridiculous. I mean, not only is he the Extreme Champion, he is a legend in these areas. Like, I don't understand where this hatred is coming from. It makes no sense to me. The "you can't finish" guy even gave him the "you can't finish" chant again, even though he finished. Oh, did he finish? He got the belt, baby. Let's go.
Can't argue with that. He's got the spoils to prove it at this point, but Patrick Fitzpatrick is not a slouch. He's been one of the hottest competitors the entire year of 2023 here in SPW.
Yes, but boom, Boyce LeGrande is the man, Matty.
And as you might say, boom goes the dynamite tape. Yeah, if I'm Pat, I'm definitely probably doing the same thing. If Boyce LeGrande points a couple kendo sticks at me and politely asks me to move, I'd probably go ahead and do it.
It's a smart move in that situation, absolutely. I mean, Boyce didn't have to do that. He could have just walked over and moved Pat if he really wanted to, but he is a gentleman, much to the chagrin of the SPW universe, and that goes to prove it right there.
Speaking of, this does not appear to be... You see, we got referee Abraham getting ready to call the action. I thought he was going to interact there with Gutsy Gillespie. Good luck, referee Abraham. Boyce LeGrande already getting in his face. As you can hear, the SPW Universe loves them some Patrick Fitzpatrick, but warming up in the on-deck circle, it looks like.
You better be careful with those swings. The entire SPW Universe loves Gutsy Gillespie, so that is the line, Boyce. I just want you to know, if you're watching, Boyce, that is my line.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, your SPW Extreme Champion, Boyce LeGrande, being showered with boos from the SPW Universe. But Gutsy Gillespie, even under duress, did an amazing job with that intro.
She is by far and away one of the most professional people in this entire organization when it comes to having to deal with the personalities of the wrestlers. Yeah, that'd be the best word to take it, I would say.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, this is an Extreme title match, which means that those kendo sticks are not just for decoration and to cheer on, boys. Those are legal.
No, sir. 100%. Anything goes in a match like this. So that's one of the reasons why we saved it for the match right before Hand of the King, because we had a feeling it's going to get ugly. So let's see what happens here once they start the match.
Referee Abraham ready to get this stuff started. Boyce LeGrande taking his sweet time getting into ring attire at this point.
You can't rush art, Maddie, and that's what this is. This is really just an art form if you really boil it down, and you don't want to rush it because that's when it gets ugly.
Now you can see Pat taking a bit of a break over on the other side of the ring there. I would venture to say that he probably would like to see this start up here any moment. This man's been waiting a long time to get some gold back around his waist, Dave.
Looks like Pat and referee Abraham are just chilling by the water cooler at this point. Now Boyce is waiting on them.
And the bell is rung, and we are underway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Extreme Championship. And Boyce LeGrande backing up everything we just said. They lock up in the middle here. Pat swinging around the back here. Nice side headlock here by Pat, but Boyce working his way around. Nice little chain wrestling here.
Very technical beginning to this Extreme matchup, Maddie.
Ooh, nice little head take over there, and Patrick with the roll up there. 1 count on that one.
Hey, don't you start with that.
As you could see, oh, Pat rolling out of that, putting a nice little headlock in with the legs. And now Boyce goes left, goes right, stays middle, and flips himself over.
Wow.
Oh, nice little bridge out there by Pat. Rolls him over with the half gator roll. And now Pat to his feet first. Boyce staring up.
That was a very wily veteran move of Boyce LeGrande right there, just to do the little mini somersault and go into the cover.
The king of Crash looking like the king of technical wrestling right here as he shoots the single leg and dumps him over. Very nicely done there by Pat, and drives the elbow straight into his chest. Hit with the cover. Quick 1 count there. And if you're Pat, you're not looking to pick up the 3 count right there. You're just looking to make sure that the champ knows that you're there and can do it at any point.
Absolutely.
Another
at
scoop.
This point, it's very early on in this match, so Pat is just trying to build any kind of momentum he can against the current champion. 2
big scoop slams there by Patrick Fitzpatrick. It's got him cooking right now. Got him in the corner. Whips him across. No, reversal here by Boyce, who follows him in. But no, Pat with a big back elbow. Now he's on the middle rope. Oh, big shoulder tackle from the middle rope, and Patrick Fitzpatrick's in control right now, Dave. He's calling for the elbow.
An elbow drop here, Maddie.
He's looking to put this one away earlier, folks. There he goes. He's ascending to the top.
Can he hit the Savage Elbow here?
Oh, no. Boyce LeGrande, there's a wily vet, takes referee Abraham and pushes him into the ropes, causing Patrick Fitzpatrick to come crashing down. And now Boyce
he's trying to shake Abraham.
2 count there as Patrick Fitzpatrick gets that shoulder up. And now Boyce LeGrande stomping away at the face of Patrick Fitzpatrick. And you can see, Dave, this is already escalating. It is only a matter of time until this gets to be... Oh, wow, what a chop.
That rung out throughout the SPW arena, Maddie.
Hooks him up. Nice suplex, rolls him through for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Patrick Fitzpatrick showing some grit right there. And speaking of some grit, Boyce LeGrande driving right hands down on him from above. Boyce LeGrande, you know, I got to admit, as great as Boyce is, he tends to get involved with the crowd a lot, David. It would behoove him to focus in on Pat. Pat is not a slouch, and now, oh no, he's got the kendo
You
stick,
think
Dave.
he doesn't know that, Matty? If the crowd would show him some damn respect, maybe he wouldn't have to address them all the time. I'm just speaking from his side of things.
Look at this. Patrick Fitzpatrick in a world of hurt here, Dave, as Boyce LeGrande
Completely
has
legal.
a full Cobra clutch with the modification of a kendo stick across the throat. He cannot breathe at all.
That does not feel good, Matty. And now Boyce reacting to some trash talk by that lady in the front row, it looks like.
I don't think she said anything bad. Now, what do you do?
She must have
Boyce,
said
you
something.
can't throw her out.
He's a champion.
That's my point. Oh, man, look at that. Patrick Fitzpatrick picks up the kendo stick, drives it into his stomach twice, and now right across the back, Patrick Fitzpatrick taking advantage of the momentary lapse of focus of Boyce LeGrande, and now Boyce is paying for it, Dave.
Again, no respect from the SPW universe for Boyce LeGrande here, Matty. I do not understand it. If that lady was minding her own business, Boyce would still be in control of this match.
Boyce has got the kendo stick again himself. Oh, shot across the back of the King of Crash, and it rang out through the arena.
That hurts.
Oh, sends his face right off the chair. And now
he's...
Boyce LeGrande has a security guard. Security's handcuffs were in there, and now Boyce has the handcuffs, but Patrick Fitzpatrick with a missed. And now with a bottle of water in his hand, what's he gonna do? Oh! Did you see the way that sprayed all over the place? It came crashing into the champion's face, Dave. My goodness.
Talk about the King of Crash, huh?
And now Patrick Fitzpatrick in control again, but Boyce LeGrande fighting back out of it, and he's still got the handcuffs in hand. What is he planning to do here? Oh no, Patrick Fitzpatrick trying to fight out of it. Axe handle to the back, and now Pat getting back in the ring. Rolling the champion in, dropping a big elbow straight into his chest, middle of the chest. Here we go, the cover. Kick out at 2. Referee Abraham getting that hand on the way down to the 3 count, but Boyce LeGrande getting the shoulder off the mat.
That was a very, very close call right there. And,
Big DDT by the champ, and now it looks like he may be heading up. He's on the top rope.
He's taking a hike, Matty. Where's he going now?
Oh, dropping the elbow right across the King of Crash's face, and here he goes. Patrick Fitzpatrick kicks out the last moment there. And going for another one, and Patrick kicks out again. One more time. 3rd time's not the charm tonight for Boyce LeGrande, Dave.
And he was not happy with any of those counts by referee Abraham. Those were a little bit slow for Boyce's taste.
Nothing wrong with those counts, Dave. Boyce just gonna have to learn to deal with it and get it going a different way. And here he goes. Patrick ducks under again. Oh, ripcord spinning lariat, and the King of Crash is back in the kitchen, looking to get himself a meal cooked up. Here we go. Big back body drop. He's got the champion reeling, Dave.
And you can tell that Patrick Fitzpatrick is fired up, Matty.
And there it is. Spine to the pine with a spine buster. It is 2. Kick out at 2, and what could only be described as 3/4 as Patrick Fitzpatrick is looking to pick up another belt. Calling for it. He's
Looks like
ready
he
to
wants
end this
put him
one.
down with the tombstone.
Patrick Fitzpatrick is looking. He's got him up. Nope, float over there by the champ. Double axe handle to the back. And now, oh no! He got the handcuffs back in his hands.
He's got one on.
He's handcuffing Patrick Fitzpatrick. Pat is defenseless at this point. Completely
That's
legal.
one way to win it.
Pat ducking under. Kick to the midsection. Hitting him with the headbutt. Yeah. Gotta love it
All
watching
fighting
Patrick
Patrick
Fitzpatrick fight his way through this. He's in a lot of trouble right now, though, Dave.
He is literally handcuffed at this point, and that pun is 100% intended.
Making his way to the corner. Oh, Pat, what are you doing?
Thought better of it, it looks like.
Oh! Went for the splash, but Boyce LeGrande stepped out of the way, and he take out 2 security guards on the way
Pat.
there.
That was 3, Maddie. He took out 3 innocent SPW security guards that were just lining
Oh,
up.
my God! That kendo shot rang out through the entire arena, straight to the skull of Patrick Fitzpatrick, and he couldn't get his hands up to defend him. He may be dead, Dave.
That had to have cracked his skull, Maddie. That was a very hard shot. Those kendo sticks are not forgiving.
I don't know how he's on his feet right now, but Boyce LeGrande with a big lariat. And here he goes, picking him up. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Boyce
That'll do it.
LeGrande defending his title for the first time. And look at this.
Successfully, you might add.
Boyce LeGrande signaling to the cameraman.
Oh my God!
Oh, he
There's just
cut
blood pouring
Pat
out of his
open.
eyebrow.
Pat handcuffed, lying on his back, staring at the rafters at this point, Dave. Nothing else that he could do. He fought valiantly as hard as he could during that time with the hands handcuffed. But I mean, there's just nothing you could do at that point.
There really isn't. I mean, Pat gave it his all, and okay, boys, don't talk about my Niners like that, okay? But anyways,
Well, that's the line
Pat,
apparently for you, huh, Dave?
I love my Niners. I feel like you should agree with me on that one, Maddie. We were raised in the same home.
Patrick
But
Fitzpatrick
Pat did a
being
hell of a
escorted.
job.
Yeah.
And he might need some medical attention at this point. That kendo stick to the head was just a savage attack by the Extreme Champion, and one of the reasons, I would say the reason why he is still your SPW Extreme Champion.
You can see the SPW universe is not agreeing with your adoration
There's one guy
of the champion.
He's got one guy. Okay, why don't you like... Boys, I want to be your friend, just like San Francisco, please.
Boyce LeGrande successfully defending the Extreme Championship for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, for a hot minute there, man, he is just not making any friends tonight, I see.
He's making some core memories for some of those kids at the SPW arena right there, Maddie. I mean, imagine you're never going to forget that. If a champion on the level of Boyce LeGrande yells in your face, that's a core memory if I've ever seen one. Might not be the greatest, but it might spark something inside of him to get him in the ring.
You know, the thing about it, though, Dave, is that as much as I disparage the tactics in which Boyce uses to perform and defend his championship, I gotta admit that the bit with the handcuffs was smart. He was in trouble. He was in trouble, Dave. There was a good chance that Patrick Fitzpatrick was going to bring that title home with him, and I didn't even see him pick those handcuffs back up. He slyly picks the handcuffs back up and locks Pat's hands together like that, and it's just, there's nothing Pat can do at that point. There's absolutely nothing that can be done for him. But a valiant effort.
The best part was totally legal. In a match like an Extreme title match, anything goes. He could have picked up that security guard and thrown him at Patrick Fitzpatrick if he wanted to. That's all well and good too. It's an amazing strategy. I think this Extreme title is probably the best title for Boyce LeGrande to have, because not only is he a 25-year veteran of this business, not only is he a NorCal Hall of Famer, he's crafty, as we saw in tonight's in tonight's match. I mean, who would have thought to reach it? Every good security guard is going to have handcuffs. You need that kind of stuff to make sure that in case people get out of hand, right? Boyce thought about that ahead of time and figured out, just reached into the nearest security guard's back pocket and pulled out his next tool.
Not wrong. Well, we're going to get a chance to catch up with Boyce LeGrande as Eddie Mayhem is in the back right now trying to get a word with him. It sounds like he may be a little busy celebrating his win. But before we join Eddie Mayhem, I want to remind everybody that this Sunday is going to be our next event. That's right, Sunday, September 17th at SPW Arena inside Soccer World in Elk Grove. It's going to be Hand of the King. If you're in the area and you want to check out all the great action, make sure you hit !TICKS in chat. Get your tickets right now. If you're watching us on YouTube, first off, make sure you join us every Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/Supreme Pro Wrestling. But your link to the tickets will be down below. Come out and join us and catch up as we see what Drake Frost has in store for Mr. Miller, or maybe even vice versa, as those two are no longer seeing eye to eye. And Drake Frost, a man renewed, rising back and realizing where he had gone wrong on his path, rejoining the Honor Society in that shocking twist 2 weeks ago, and just announced, Dave, earlier today, we will see the SPW Championship defended as Scoot Robertson will be taking on the San Pedro Zaddy, Jason Xavier. It is going to be one hell of a match, as it looks to be. Is this the time that the Appeal is finally going to get their hands on that SPW Championship, Dave? I know you love it, but I don't know if they're going to have the ability to take out Scoot. He's been cooking lately.
Scoot's been cooking, but I mean, we didn't see him at the end of the match last week when Drake and the rest of the Honor Society were embracing each other. Scoot was, I'm assuming, seeking medical attention at that point, because he had gotten it handed to him by the Appeal. I know it wasn't just Jason, but that's gonna be one hell of a match. I mean, we've seen Illumide take him on. We've seen Nathan Brick take him on, and now it's Jason's shot. And he is one of the most talented, just the most versatile wrestlers in SPW these days, Maddie. And I'm excited to see this match. That is a huge announcement.
Jason Xavier, one of the most talented and agile and competitors we have in SPW. It is going to make for one hell of a match, and you're not going to want to miss it. Get there live. Tickets will be $15 for adults, $10 for kids. Doors at 4:30. Show starts at 5. Come on down. It's going to be a great time. But I had to interrupt. I had to cut in because Eddie Mayhem's catching up with the bad boy, Boyce LeGrande, or at least trying to in the back. Right. Let's see what Eddie Mayhem's got for us.
All right, we're sitting here waiting for Boyce LeGrande to come in. He did it again. He won.
Of course I did it again. Look, you got a big problem, my man. You continually call me in after my match, interrupting my celebration. Look, I don't have time to come here post-match and do an interview with you, okay? I'm only here so I don't get fined. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go party because this is extreme. Extreme, you know what that means?
You're making it extreme.
Patrick Fitzpatrick, what that means. Look at the top of his head. My kendo stick did a number on him. Look at my elbow. You know what? Forget my elbow. Look at his eyebrow. My elbow kissed that eyebrow and it was just leaking crimson red. Well, you know what? That's because it's extreme. Don't be afraid to step in the ring with me. This is a new bad boy Boyce LeGrande. This is an extreme bad boy Boyce LeGrande. Extreme champion. Time to party. You're not invited. Goodbye.
I know I'm not invited, but I'll give it to him. That belt's made for him, and he's doing very well with it. That's it.
Wow. The Boyce LeGrande that I knew seems to have found a brand new attitude, Dave. The extreme bad boy is what he likes to be.
Woo. The extreme bad boy. That is just, it's so fitting. It's just like I was talking about right as the match ended. I mean, who better to hold the extreme title right now at SPW than the extreme bad boy? You can get extremely bad as this champion, and I'm so excited to see what he has in store for that title.
Well, we'll be sure to show you guys, but if you, like we mentioned, want to see it live, that belt will be defended. I can almost guarantee you it will be defended this Sunday at SPW's Hand of the King. Come check us out. It's going to be a great time. But as for now, we get ready to wrap this up, Dave. So I want to say thank you to everybody that came and joined us live in chat tonight, including people like Good Vibes and Good Times, Practical Rook, Straight Hennessy, Brizzy55, Senshoku, Deep Blue B is in the building. Love seeing you guys, as well as Anissa. Thank you guys for joining us. And if you want to be a part of that crew, make sure you join us, twitch.tv/Supreme Pro Wrestling every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's where we do it. That's how we handle it. But from everybody here at SPW, everyone behind the curtain, in front of the screens, we appreciate you. A special shout out goes out to our entire camera crew, including myself, David, as well as Eddie Mayhem and Sean Cooney. We appreciate you guys. And, well, Dave, when are we going to see him?
We'll see you next Thursday.